Hi, good morning. What have I been doing? It's the weekend's over. Me. But I did get quite a lot of stuff done. I had quite a productive weekend. Didn't go out. I was going to go out. I wanted to go out, but I ended up having to do husbandly duties. Um, anyway, let's have a look. What have I done? What have I done? Right. So obviously the Ghostbusters crew right here. I got them done. Didn't take me very long because they're all wearing the same uniform pretty much. As you can see with this guy, the hazard stripes. Let me get in focus. Come on, camera. Come on, autofocus. Fucking hell. This one here. Ah. Right, it will focus. There we go. Right, see those hazard stripes on the containment unit here? Obviously pretty difficult to do freehand with a tiny brush and make it look reasonable. And if it was me, I'd probably screw it up a couple of times and it wouldn't look quite as good as that. So what I did, let's put that down. What I did is undercoat white and then yellow, and then I used one of these. Obviously this is green, but I used a black one. This is I call it a Gundam marker. Oh, it is called a Gundam marker. Come on, focus, you piece of shit. You camera that I love. Right, Gundam marker. And it has two tips. One is fine, like a fine line marker, like really fine, and the other end is like a calligraphy pen. So obviously I just used one of those and went tick 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 tick, and it took me like literally half a second to get that effect. No pissing about with fine line paint brushes and trying to get the right amount of paint on it, screwing it up, doing it again. None of that business. These markers are amazing, yeah, if you're challenged as I am. Right, anyway, what's this? This is a blast from the past. This must be from like 1980s Games Workshop. Yeah, something like that. It's a lizard man or some such thing. And I did the base the same as Massive Darkness bases, so I can use them in Massive Darkness. They're also the same as my Heroes Quest bases, so I can use them in that. And basically the same as any other fantasy miniature I'm ever going to paint. They're all going to have the same bases, so I can switch them around and interchange them, because I just don't leave things alone, do I? I just don't leave things alone. Right. These three, they're not quite finished, but these are Massive Darkness miniatures, because I'm still doing that. I'm still doing Massive Darkness. I'll be doing it for the foreseeable future. But like I said, get some other stuff done at the same time I'm doing the Massive Darkness. So anyway, right, what else is going on? My cat is running around like a Tasmanian devil. One of them is, anyway. One of the three. I got my priming cans out, and I primed up some of the DarkOps MDF terrain. It looks bloody great. I love it. Anyway, so I did that, and fucking hell. Did I say the F word? Sorry. I thought it was going to knock my tea over onto my miniatures, and you know, the daily struggle of living with cats. Anyway, so obviously I primed this up. This lot took me like a whole can of spray, but it was Krylon, so it wasn't expensive. Right, so what I did with this, which you probably saw in the playthrough video, I did take off the base in the end, bloop, and I did snip off the protrusions. Hello, what do you want? Well, it's like Piccadilly bloody Circus around here. Get out of it. Get out of it. Right. So I cut off the protrusions, so it's flush with the table. But because without the base, there's a risk if you, especially if you put like heavy miniatures up on the top, big, like pure metal miniatures like that up on the top. You get a few of them up there, and like a gamer who's had a couple of beers, knocking it, and then bleh, a whole lot falls over, possibly. So in order to prevent that, I stuck a couple of bits on. These are plastic, so I stuck those on this corner, and then a different style one on that corner, just to make it a little bit more steady. These I think are from Mantic. They're Dead Zone stuff or some such thing that I never play and never have played. Saying like just like everyone else, everyone has it, but they never play it because it's probably not very good. Actually, I did try and play it once. We had the quick start rules, and we tried playing it just with the quick start rules, and we couldn't make head or tail of it. Like three grown men. Stop it! Sorry, my cat wants attention, food. So how to get attention? Eat the plastic bag, because obviously I don't want him to eat the plastic bag and get sick, because that's expensive and painful for the cat. So right. Yeah, Dead Zone, we started playing that. Well, we tried playing the quick start rules. Quick start rules are supposed to be very easy, very light, and be able to get you in the game like within minutes. Now, we were there for ages, like trying to figure out what to do. Even the basic core mechanic, we couldn't work it out. So back in the box, goodbye Dead Zone. Never again. No, never touched it again. But got a lot of these bits and pieces and sods and odds and sods and stuff. So yeah, worth it. Just for this, just to embellish my Dark Ops terrain. Doesn't need embellishing, of course, but they actually fit perfectly with the aesthetic. Right. What else? What else? Obviously, I did the top of the tower as well. I have big plans for this. Right, inside, inside we have like the plain flat walls inside. Most people wouldn't bother doing anything with that. What I'm going to do is obviously measure the size of the panel inside. They're all four the same, obviously. So measure the size of the panel inside. Go on Photoshop, create a blank file of that size, and then go to Google Images, image search, and do some image search of like computer monitors, radar, consoles, you know, the stereotypical, like it's like the Matrix kind of things, like kind of green, dark green background with light green lettering and stuff like that. Obviously I'm not going to freehand that. I mean, yeah, freehand that in there. Why do that when you could just go click? So obviously that's what I'm going to do, and then I print it out at 7-Eleven because I don't have a printer. Excuse me. And then stick it on, and because pretty much I'm the only one that's going to see it, or maybe someone else will, and they're only going to see it when they're looking inside. Oh wow, that looks cool. So, but details like that, I adore. I adore details like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Right, next. What else did I do? Oh, this is the very top of the tower. That goes. That's the, like the solar panel or radar or whatever. So I started painting it. Started painting the panels, and then I hard edged the edges, the corners and the edges and all that. And then I thought I had like a thought bubble light bulb thing going on. And I thought, okay, I think I got some bits and pieces which could be cool to make it, like I said, embellish it, make it a little bit more 3D and not made of 2D parts. Yeah, my cat's trying to walk on the computer. You're not making it easy, mate. You're not making it easy. Oh yeah, get out of it. Don't step on my miniatures. Right. So I had like a thought bubble, light bulb. That's it. A big ass, environmentally friendly light bulb above my head. So what I did is I had. Right, can you? There we go. Right, see that bit of wiring? That is from Imperial Army ray gun, giant ray gun, some such. Yeah. So basically, I put that in there, and the white bits you can see attaching it to the frame. That's green stuff, white stuff. Yeah, green. It's green stuff, but it's cheap because it's Tamiya, and Tamiya is Japanese. I live in Japan. It's like much cheaper than real green stuff, which might be better quality, but it's imported and therefore like 5 times the price. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, that's what I did. I embellished that. I might embellish it a little more. Obviously I still need to. I started painting it, and then I did that, and I was like, okay, right, now I've got to paint that. I'm not gonna prime it because that'll screw up the whole thing. I'll have to start again. I ain't gonna do that. So I'm just gonna like probably brush prime it and then paint it some garish wiring colour, which for me, when I was a kid, whenever we used to buy electronics, TVs, computers, toasters, they would come without a plug, so you'd get like bare wires. Yeah. So obviously when I was a kid, I learned how to wire a plug quite quickly, and the wires would be like red, green, blue. Yeah. Or they changed that later on for European purposes, but anyway, so the garish colours, red, green, blue, all that nonsense going on down there, and yeah, so you can see it. It'll be like, wow, look at those wires. Oh yeah, there's the rest of the model to look at too. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. Very productive weekend. That's what happens when you don't go out. You may have noticed I got injured. It's a spray can incident, spray can injury. Be careful out there. I had a can of Krylon, which is what I used to paint all that stuff. And with a Krylon can, it's kind of child-proof. Yeah. So that's where my problem lies, because it's child-proof. You have to squeeze it and pull it. You have to squeeze it quite hard, but not too hard. And anyway, I squeezed it and pulled it, and the plastic cracked because I squeezed it too hard. And then obviously the next time I went to use it, I squeezed it and pulled it, and my thumb got trapped in the plastic, and I was like, rude words, yeah. So then I pulled my thumb out and it went slash, and it sprayed blood everywhere. And yeah, and my wife almost stopped playing Dragon Quest to help me, but she didn't quite manage that. So, you know, priorities. Anyway, that's enough for me going. I will hopefully get a game in this week in the morning before work, and I will totally carry on painting this stuff because this is awesome. And it's not Massive Darkness, it's kind of like a cheat day. I'm getting more and more cheat days than non-cheat days at the moment. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. I'm on the final push, yeah, the final push for the Massive Darkness to get that done, and that's where I'm flagging. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do any more Massive Darkness. Blah, screw Massive Darkness. But when it's done, which I don't know, if I really push it, it'll be soon. If I get it done, when I get it done, it's gonna feel so good. The whole thing done, and then I can start something else, which actually might be Fire Team 0. This is a massive box. It's huge, yeah. There's quite a lot of miniatures in there. Nothing like Massive Darkness, obviously. There's a lot of miniatures in there. Oh, and they did do a Kickstarter, which was a reprint, and I did kickstart a reprint of all the add-ons for it, which will probably come in a couple of months. So if I get Massive Darkness done, get that started at least, and then the other stuff will come, I can just continue and get all that done. Yeah, it never ends, never bloody ends, does it? Never does. Anyway, I'm just talking for the sake of it. I will catch you soon. Like I said, I'm going to do a game. Anyway, focus. Here we go. Bye.